We're on the record in two cases. First case is cause number 326138. The second case is cause number 326722. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Centarius Chavis. Mr. Chavis, would you please raise your right hand? Uh, Mr. Chavis, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Chavis, you may put your hand down. Mr. Chavis, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, Mr. Chavis, as a defendant, well, first of all, Mr. Chavis, you have these two cases. First case is a failure to identify, and the second case is a theft from mail. Now, Mr. Chavis, as a defendant in a criminal case, you have three options. Number one, you may hire an attorney. Do you understand that option?
Yes, ma'am.
Number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
Number three, you may represent yourself. Do you understand that option?
Yes, sir.
If you want an attorney to represent you and have enough money to hire an attorney, the case will be reset to give you time to do so. Do you understand? If you want an attorney and do not have the money to hire one, you will need to fill out a financial questionnaire so that the proper person can determine whether or not to appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
You may not speak to the prosecutor about your case unless you sign a written waiver of your right to be represented by an attorney. Do you understand?
I understand.
Be aware that there are dangers to self-representation. Waiving your right to an attorney and representing yourself may result in a worse outcome for you and your case, including the loss of significant legal rights and opportunities relating to military service, possession of a firearm, housing and public benefits, child custody, immigration status for non-citizens, and employment. Do you understand?
I understand.
If you choose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request counsel from the court. Do you understand?
I understand.
If you desire to hire an attorney, your case will be reset. Or if you have already hired an attorney, your case will be reset and your attorney will be contacted with their reset date. If you want to apply for a court-appointed counsel, then inform the court and then you will be required to fill out a financial questionnaire. Or if you have a court-appointed attorney, please inform the court. Your case will be reset and your court-appointed counsel will be given the reset date. Or if you want to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself, please inform the court. And Mr. Chavis, what is your choice? Do you want to hire an attorney? Or if you have enough money to hire an attorney, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, do you want to request an attorney be appointed to represent you? Or do you want to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself? Okay, Mr. Chavis, yeah, repeat those three options. You may hire an attorney, or number two, if you do not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney be appointed to represent you, or three, you may represent yourself. So what is
I
your,
represent myself.
oh, your choice is to represent yourself? Okay. Now, Mr. Chavis, I will read to you the waiver of counsel that is included in the waiver in the misdemeanor plea admonishment. And it states, I have been advised this day by the court of my right to representation by counsel in the case pending against me. I have been advised and understand that if I am determined to be indigent, counsel will be appointed to me free of charge. I understand my right to have counsel appointed to me free of charge if I am found to be indigent. I wish to waive that right and request the court to proceed with my case without an attorney being appointed for me. I specifically waive my right to be represented by an attorney, to consult with an attorney before I give up these enumerated rights. It is my desire to represent myself, and I do so knowing the dangers and disadvantages of self-representation. I further elect not to request appointment of counsel. Mr. Chavis, is that true?
Yes,
Okay, now, Mr. Chavis, I'm going to allow you to talk to the prosecutor in private.